Mother-in-law secretly insulted me for years, so I tricked her into showing her true colors to my husband. Now we moved out, tried counseling, and I got pregnant, but my mother-in-law is apologizing. Hey, Reddit. My name's Riley, and I've been married to my husband Timo for 5 years now. From the outside, we looked like the perfect couple, but man, was there some shit brewing underneath. It all started with my mother-in-law. Let's call her Karen because, well, it fits. From the get-go, Karen had it out for me. Subtle jabs disguised as helpful advice, backhanded compliments, the whole 9 yards. I tried to brush it off at first, thinking she'd come around. Spoiler, she didn't. But here's the kicker. Karen only did this when Timo wasn't around. To him, she was the sweetest, most loving mother-in-law on the planet. It was driving me insane. I tried telling Timo about it, but he thought I was exaggerating. Mom's just trying to help, he'd say. She means well. Yeah, right. After years of enduring this crap, I had enough. I decided it was time to show Timo his mom's true colors. So I came up with a plan. Every time Karen said something nasty, I started recording it on my phone. Nothing too obvious, just voice memos here and there. It took a few months, but I had a decent collection of Karen's greatest hits. The final straw was at a family dinner where she called me an incompetent wife for not knowing how to make her famous casserole. I smiled and nodded while secretly recording the whole thing. That night, I sat Timo down and played the recordings. At first, he was in denial, but as the insults kept coming, his face turned pale. He looked at me with a mix of guilt and horror. "Why didn't you tell me it was this bad?" he asked. Shit hit the fan pretty quickly after that. Timo confronted Karen, and let's just say it wasn't pretty. She tried to deny it at first, but the evidence was undeniable. She broke down, saying she was just trying to protect her son. Timo wasn't having any of it. For the first time, he saw through her bullshit. We decided to move out. Timo agreed that we needed some distance to heal and figure things out. We even started couples counseling, which was a lifesaver. It wasn't easy, but we were slowly rebuilding our trust. And then life threw us a curveball. I found out I was pregnant. It was unexpected, but welcome news. Timo was over the moon, and for a moment, it felt like everything was falling into place. "I tried, Timo. You didn't believe me." Out of nowhere, Karen showed up at our doorstep, tears streaming down her face. She begged for forgiveness, saying she wanted to be a part of her grandchild's life. I was skeptical, to say the least. Timo was hesitant, but willing to give her a chance, on the condition that she went to therapy. Karen agreed, and surprisingly, she stuck to her word. She started seeing a therapist and making genuine efforts to change. It wasn't instant, but I could see her trying, and that meant something. Fast forward a few months, and things have improved dramatically. Karen's a different person now. She's not perfect, but she's trying, and that's all I can ask for. Timo and I are closer than ever, and we're excitedly preparing for the arrival of our baby. Life's not a fairy tale, but we're making it work. Sometimes it takes a bit of drama and a whole lot of effort to get to a good place. If you're dealing with a nightmare MIL or any toxic relationship, remember that change is possible. It might take some serious effort and a few hard truths, but it's worth it in the end. Thanks for reading, Reddit. Keep your heads up and don't let the bastards grind you down.